Hey guys, Phantom here and welcome back to the channel. We are now 1 week away from Season 2 releasing. Seems like everyone is on the edge of their seat and praying that this season will be the one to hopefully get us back to Cloud 9 from the first few weeks we felt when Battlefield 6 released. I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking for that high ever since and just hope they follow through, considering the delay giving them more time to fix plenty of things. We are finally 1 week away to probably the most anticipated Battlefield 6 season to date, with everyone just praying that this season will hold us over much longer and much better than Season 1. Once Battlefield 6 released, there was like a few weeks of everyone on a mountain of joy with just having a new Battlefield in general, but also one that resembles the heydays of Battlefield 3 and 4. You had thousands of people, including myself, chanting, "Battlefield is back! Battlefield is back!" But then the game just went from being high as hell, enjoying life, to, what the fuck happened? Who woke me up? Now don't get me wrong, the numbers show for itself from being the best selling shooter game in 2025, but then 0 to 100 people saying this game is dead, which I really don't say lightly, but the numbers are very astonishing from where it started to where the game is at now. I really don't think it's dead, but you do have a bunch of people who weren't happy with the game and moved on to Arc Raiders, which has been a very, very popular game shortly after Battlefield's release. And then once the hype died down from the beginning of Battlefield 6, we got Season 1, and I think a lot of people were just not impressed with the content that were given off the bat, and on top of that, we got served a big pile of crap, which was Blackwell oil fields, and then somewhat of a decent map after that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, which was Eastwood. Not only that, but the game became riddled with bugs, visual disimprovements from release, and core gameplay issues like TTK being way too fast, and the never-ending dying around a corner issues with netcode. From there, players were dropping like flies, and more players keep going on over to Arc Raiders. Now, while these issues were happening, I think a lot of people, including myself, absolutely loved and still enjoyed the game, but then the fatigue started to come along over the holidays when all the devs went on break. We were given a half-baked event over that time, which will now always be remembered as the Hobo Simulator, which was just one map that included cold weather, and you had to run to barrels to warm up that were on fire. When they could have maybe added a few more snowy maps to the mix and also other game modes, but we only got one to hold us over the holidays. Unfortunately, during that time, Vince Zampella passed way too soon, and then we were left with the large void of what's coming next, and then the biggest blow of all time came shortly after that with the news of Season 2 being delayed, which had mixed views about that happening. Frostfire was then announced to hold us over till Season 2, and then it released, and yet again, it didn't satisfy the undying thirst of Battlefield fans just wanting more and more. And now here we are 1 week away from the biggest season for this game's life, hanging by a thread of players who have been hanging on ever since. I anticipate a large influx of players coming back that totally dropped this game to see what's new and if it's worth it to stay, hence why this is the most important season for Battlefield 6. They need to do something big other than the quality of life fixes that should be simple. They need to go big or go home, like changing some of the game's current core mechanics. They should have fixed the vehicle gameplay to closer resemble some of the past Battlefields, and also the guns. They should change the velocity on some of the guns to make the gameplay more balanced and give players more of a breathing room, which will not only fix the pacing of the game, but also fix some of the complaints on how fast the TTK is. That's just velocity. Now imagine if they also fixed the damage on players like Enders mentioned in one of his past videos, which would also fix the TTK issues. This would give not only general player base a huge break, but it'll also give the more experienced players more challenging outputs during skirmishes instead of being able to beam people with laser guns. They also need to fix the velocity on snipers and RPGs, which will then again make it harder for players to get easy snipes and easy RPG shots on passing helis and jets. Adding more drop will then make it even more satisfying on those long sniper shots with someone on the move, and RPG shots on helis would feel way more rewarding because currently it seems to be way too easy when it shouldn't be. Now obviously this is just my opinion. I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say, but also I think they need to spoon feed us with maps on maps till we are belly up, right? I mean, I hear that from everyone else. Now is the time where they should start giving us more classics that will get people talking while also releasing their new maps that was already planned a long time ago. Players want content, players want maps, players want a roadmap to keep them from dropping the game. I'm sure we'll probably only get maybe 2 or 3 maps at the most, but I think Battlefield would really be doing us a favor if they surprise us with releasing more content than what we expect or ask for, which is asking a lot. I don't know about you guys, but the Season 2 trailer as well that came out earlier today also seemed very familiar, like we've seen some of the footage already. But at the end, I was looking forward to see that on the 12th, we're going to be getting a gameplay trailer, so hopefully we'll see some new things and maybe some of the leaks from Temporal. We'd love to hear, though, what you guys would want. Again, I know I'm kind of spewing a lot of my opinions, but I'm hoping to see maybe what you guys have to say and what you want to see in Season 2 coming up next week in the comments. Also, if you guys do love Battlefield, this is definitely the channel for you, so please like and subscribe for more Battlefield content. I also stream on Twitch, which is in the description. I hope to see you on the streams. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Central, and weekends are normally free game. That's twitch.tv/xphvnt0mx. I'll see you on the battlefield, and let's all pray together that Season 2 will come and save us all from this hell that we've been in for Season 1 of Battlefield 6. Bye, guys. Have a good night.